and ain't nobody hiring me. Too black, too strong for this fucking little system, man. No Uncle Tom, so I'm fucking up that little plan. So fucking scared that I might just up and retaliate. You ask me why, should my heart be filled with hate? Motherfuck the past, talking about shit that's happening here today. I'm on my knees, oh Lord help me control this rage. I'm being teased like a beast locked within a cage. They're setting traps, and almost killed me twice, you see. They won't feel safe till they got me hanging from a tree. I'm still running, but I got the Lord on my side. Pour a drink on the corner for my homies that have fought and died. Ain't nothing changed, I still live my life in fear. I ask you God, where do we go from here? From here?
What's up, everybody? This is T.O.G. and Barillas Podcast. What it do?
What's going on, man?
What's happening, man? Here's another week, man. Another week, man.
I actually I can share this thing.
What you
on? Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, but we here, man. You know what I'm saying? We back on the beach. We back behind in front of palm trees.
No, ain't no doubt.
Okay.
There you go. That's all right, man. Let me share it. Yeah, man. It's been great, man.
So your day been
good? Oh yeah, my whole life is great. I'm here. You know.
Tell me about your week though.
That's part of my life. You know what I'm saying? So I add it all up and call it all joy for real. Okay. Because you're gonna go through things, but you're gonna have to just keep moving. You know what I'm saying? I just keep it moving.
Gotcha.
That's it. But did a lot of things. Got a lot of things going on. Saturday, it's gonna be a Black Male Summit at the Hilton downtown. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be there with OAA and some kids in our Heroes in the Hood program. We're building bigger mentorship, more engagements, and then we are developing young leaders. So we got a couple of young leaders that we're gonna carry so they can get more exposure. And as they come into the different phases, we have 3 phases. As they go through the phases, we try to build them to be the one that teaches the ones that come in next, you know.
Cool. So you still on the mentor? We still on the mentor?
Oh yeah, that's what I do.
So don't stop.
That's my thing. I'm in service.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I like helping people. Gotcha. Okay, I love our kids. You know, I like helping them. I like helping young men and young ladies when I get a chance to talk to them. Mostly young men because I've been there, done that. A lot of things that they do. So that's what I do every day. You know, along with that's my job, really. You know what I'm saying? So I thank God for that.
So that's your passion.
And my job is my passion. I thank God for that. Yeah. I really do.
Gotcha. Well, my week been pretty decent. No complaints really. You know, it's first I want to you know what I'm saying? I want a moment of silence for the people that lost a loved one. We'll just say a loved one. Some people I know lost their kids. Some people I know lost their parents. So I just want to, you know what I'm saying, give a moment of silence just for those people, man, because I know it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to tell y'all, look, it's 2 words stuck with me. Ricky Smiley lost his son the other day, and I saw him do a live yesterday, and it wrenched me when he said, "In the midst, I'm still praise God." And I looked at that. I said, "Man, I find myself sometimes people take it as complaining, and I had to tell my daughter, I said, I don't be complaining really, baby. I just be trying to get it off, get it out of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm so used to keeping things bundled up. I try to get it out and say it so it won't explode. So when he said in the midst, even in the midst, he said it's great. He remembers his grandmama saying it. Even in the midst, he's still gonna praise God. Even through the rough times, I'm still praise God. And I caught myself. I said, you know what, Lindell? Even in the midst, man, praise him. Thank God. I mean, because it can be worse. And I know it can be worse. I heard Rick say, man, he had to think about it. He said, man, there's other people that lost their loved ones. There's some people lost their loved one day before he lost his child. And I know that got to be a heart, it was heartfelt because anytime I see somebody I know, it always rests because it hits home for me. Brandon, I remember when Rick brought Brandon out to East Lake to play football. He might have been about 6 or 7 years old. And I can still remember that. And so I know he close to our kid's age, 32 years old. I think, matter of fact, that's your son age,
Right, they were
32.
born the same year.
Exactly. So
Hmm.
that always hit home when something like that. I'm like, I always say, man, how do a parent bury their kid? That's something I never want to, never had to come across. So, and then, and then there's somebody we know, somebody we know. So that was kind of tough, tough. That was tough.
Yeah, yo, I can't even imagine the
Yeah.
type of pain that
Mm.
man is feeling. My son's the same age, and man, just to be honest with you, I don't. I mean, I just can't conceive it right now,
Mm.
so I really can't speak on how he might feel because I can't even conceive it. And I know as a father, and then
Yeah.
yeah, it's rough for me. I couldn't, I try not to just dwell on it. I
Mm.
keep move, like you say, move on. Like I say all the time, every time we get into this segment of how you been, yeah, I go through things, but I still keep pushing.
So it could be
I'm
worse.
constantly. I mean, if you go back and look at our shows, go and see when we do this segment. I always say, regardless of what I'm going through, I'm blessed and I'm gonna stay on the track with God, regardless. I know where I came from, so I understand where he coming from when he say that. And brother, I feel for you as far as I love you. I don't really know you because I was older than you when you was at Woodlawn, but
Say, be one of y'all. He was long.
I mean, yeah, but I don't want to invade his privacy in any type of way. But my condolences go to that.
No different. No different. So look, man, how do we stop? How do we? I don't want to say stop. How do we slow down this gun violence? Because I wake up again this morning. First thing I see, a woman found dead and two girls, a teenager, 13-year-old girl and a 7-year-old girl shot in the apartment. I mean, how do we slow this crap down? It's like every day, like this shit normal now. It's like they normalize it.
Well, I was at a meeting last week with Councilman Tate talking about the same very subject. And the only thing I can say is get involved. Your ideas are needed, the understanding, the wisdom from everybody. And for those who want to be involved with it and want to get to understand what's going on, at least try to come up with some solutions. I say, you can call the empowerment lines, you can call OAA, you can call Apple. There's a lot of different people down here that's working on the same gun violence that we're talking about and that need help from communities and insight from communities. We're starting to go out into the community to find out what do we need. I can't tell you what we need. I know in my family, we try not to do and be involved with gun violence. I can tell you what we do as a family to keep us from going through a lot. Because a lot of gun violence got domestic undertone to it also. You know, brother, uncle, nephew, different things, domestic values in it. But I can only tell you what we do or what I try to do with my family.
Mhm.
What do you do for your family or with your family to deal with the emotional stress that's going on and then teaching your kids or teaching each other how to humble themselves to one another without so you don't have to hurt nobody because you can't control some certain emotion. So it's just about learning and understanding trauma and educating yourself. Get involved. That's what you got to do.
Yeah. Then, like I say, over the weekend, I saw, I don't want to say a partner. I know a guy been around a couple of times. Used to play cards with him. Find out he died on the weekend. He got shot. I'm like, what the, you know what I'm saying? What's really going on? Um, I heard you just say, how do um like with me and mine, man, I try to stay around them as much. Like do more family things, family time. And I'm not saying that'll stop, from somebody getting hurt or whatever, because they get, like I say, people getting killed in their own home and they sleep. But far as just out in those streets, going out, doing different things, just find myself doing a lot of family time.
I mean, I get that. I like family time, but when I want to go out, when I want to do something other than that, I shouldn't feel not safe. So we as a community have to come together and realize of what we want or what we deem as being safe. Because believe me, it's more of us that want to be safe than those that want to be shooting.
Hmm.
That's all I'm saying. So the ones that want to be safe, want to have good communities, want to have good rapport with each other, come together and let's start changing some things, making some choices, making some decisions, making some changes. In my mind, the ones that don't want to do it get overshadowed by the good people. But if the good people sit back and constantly asking why and what we gonna do instead of just getting involved and start making some efforts to make changes,
Hmm.
we're gonna be worried about this forever.
And what's crazy with, like you said, the word being safe, feeling safe, and it's crazy. Like I can go out in all these other neighborhoods and feel just as safe. But when you like we're in our own neighborhoods, why we not feeling safe in our own neighborhoods?
And
Like,
that's a question we have to ask each other in the neighborhood.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What why are we in our neighborhoods and don't feel safe?
Mm-hmm.
That's a meeting, not with the mayor, not with the city councilors, not with representatives. That's a meeting amongst neighborhood and community leaders,
Mm-hmm.
neighborhood resident and neighborhood leaders. And if you don't have a neighborhood leader, then you need to find one, get involved, vote for them.
Mm-hmm.
But the neighborhood's gonna have to come together. Those are the ones that want to feel safe and help each other feel safe. Because I guarantee you, is more people want to be safe in the neighborhood
I agree.
than people that want to cause havoc. It's simple math.
That's that small little percentage got everybody.
Got everybody shook. Got everybody shook.
Yeah.
So if you really want to make changes, okay, you know what I'm saying? You got to put the numbers together.
Yeah.
And let's get out here and make it happen.
Man, it's crazy. So we touched on the Tyree Nichols situation last week. We spoke on it, but that was before they released the video.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I didn't imagine it would be anything different than what I saw.
I'm saying we talked about it last week.
I know.
They didn't release the video.
Yeah, but I know I've seen this before.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is see, my thing is, and this is what I'm saying clearly.
Mhm.
It's no reason for me not to. It doesn't bother me not to see the video because I've seen it before. It's the same thing
Mhm.
over and over again. So my point is, if they're gonna keep doing it, no matter what type of obstacles you give them, body cams, extra
They
goddamn,
find a way.
they're gonna find a way to. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
We have to stop looking at this same rerun.
Mhm.
To me, so I talk to kids about how do you act when the police pull you over. But see, this was a different type of case on a little bit alleged
Yeah.
evidence that I got. That one of the dudes was mad because the dude had been messing with his ex.
Ain't that shit
See,
crazy?
so we take out the human element of these things, and we try to make it seem like it was him being um, involved in anything or whatever, having some type of case, anything. But this seems to me like one dude was jealous because some dude was. I mean, come on, man, really? If it's that serious,
Yeah.
y'all need counseling. If you're in a relationship and the person don't want to be with you and want to be with somebody else, please, if you can't just let it go, go get you some help.
They weren't even together. Allegedly, they weren't even together
Okay,
anymore.
okay.
They just had a baby together.
Okay. If you can't let that person go, it is plenty of help, mental health out here.
Well, I thought you were gonna say something else. You can.
It don't make no sense.
Yeah.
It don't
Yeah.
make no sense
Yeah.
to harm somebody because of what you can't get over. And everything is over you.
Okay, you have a comment from Flipping the Magic City.
Speak up.
What's crazy is Caucasians walk around the neighborhood like they not scared with baby strollers and everything, and a false sense of security.
Somebody in their neighborhood or not in our neighborhood, they don't.
Who do?
He said Caucasian,
Well,
right?
they have a different sense of understanding about what's going on. You know, we still got to go into a privileged state of being now. Think about it, bro, cause they figure you ain't supposed to mess with them.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean just keeping it real.
This Lisa Bimbo.
Okay, Lisa Bryant. So yeah, and we see this all the time. I'm telling you, me and my wife, we while we out doing what we do, we see it all the time. I mean, we in other neighborhoods, they stroll through their neighborhoods, walking, running, pushing strollers, walking dogs, without a sense of care in the world. And I see it every day. So I get it. I get what you're saying.
But let me ask
Mhm.
just I just got a question. I mean, are we afraid of our own neighborhoods, our square blocks? Or are we afraid of what might happen in other neighborhoods? Because just think about your square block, going around the block. If you go around the block, do you are you do you feel not safe walking around your block?
I'm not gonna say I don't. I'm gonna still be looking, because we walk through our neighborhood.
Hmm.
We'll go
I
walking.
mean, little boy got killed up the
I
street.
mean, a boy got killed on our street before. So
Hmm.
I mean, they had two boys.
Yeah, it was two of them.
Two boys got killed on our street.
Hmm.
So I mean, we go walking. We want to walk. I mean, you still, it's that. I
Your
mean,
head on his
your
swivel.
head on swivel. I mean,
I mean, but that's anywhere. I'm talking about. Do you feel unsafe? I mean, not safe at all.
I ain't gonna say not safe at
Okay,
all.
okay, we start there. To me,
Yeah, I ain't gonna say not safe at all. But I'm,
if
I'm,
go ahead.
I'm just saying, in our neighborhood, I'm walking with my head on swivel. If I go into the other communities, man, I'm talking about my head up, chest out, and I ain't even looking.
I ain't even looking
I
around.
mean, it's just, hell, I can damn near leave my car.
Well, no, I don't do that in the neighborhood. I can be in the midst of downtown. My head gonna be on the swivel.
Shit, it
I
better
can
be
be
down.
I can be in
I
the
was on
midst of Hoover,
swivel.
and my head's gonna be on the swivel. You know, I'm always looking around because things can jump off anywhere. Hell, 9/11 was all about the Twin Towers. Okay, so things can jump off anywhere.
Right.
But I'm saying, how do you feel in that one block area of your neighborhood? If you feel safe there, and I ain't talking about y'all. I'm just talking about anybody.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Then go talk to your neighbors. Have a neighborhood, a one block neighborhood meeting to see who would be involved and who won't. You know, it's all about knocking on doors. Hey, we're having a block meeting for the people on this block or the people on this one block radius going around the block, and we want to talk about how we want to fix this block up.
Our block, we pretty much know majority everybody on our block. Like I said, we've been in our neighborhood over 20 plus years. So um, our block, we know people around the street type of stuff. I'm just talking about the overall. It's like,
See, we can't. I mean, and okay, you know,
so our neighborhood consists of like three streets in our neighborhood,
how do you eat an elephant?
piece by piece.
One bite at a time. How do
Yeah,
you change neighborhood one block at a time?
gotcha.
That I'm not trying to say that hey, it's dangerous all over. If we're trying to take our neighborhood back, it's one block at a time. One block say okay, then they hook up with the next block over,
Mhm.
then the next block over, and now you got a radius of safety because everybody understand that this is what we want in this block area.
Get you.
I mean, it's all about compromising with each
Brick
other.
by brick, I get
And that's all I'm
you.
saying. I mean, and it's all about getting involved. If you
Mhm.
really want this thing to change, you have to put forth the effort to make the change happen. I mean, I don't know other way to say it. We can sit here and argue about it and say, "Oh, what about this? What about that?" Damn that! If you ain't building something,
Mhm.
if you ain't putting your hands to it, if you ain't putting your mind to it, your spirit to it, your heart to it, then why are we even talking about it? You got to put your hand on the plow. And they would say, like, put your hand on the plow. You know what I'm saying? You got to put your hand on that plow
Yeah.
in order to plant the seeds,
Mm-hmm.
then wait for the harvest.
Yeah.
Just talking about it ain't gonna do it. So that my thing is, let's get out here and let's talk. Who want to be involved with it?
Mm.
Who want our kids to change? Who want different things? Because I'm hearing 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds. I mean, in all actuality, these people are not even equipped to even be holding a pistol.
You know, then 2 14-year-olds shoot each
Yeah,
other.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, they not even. I mean, why?
Why they gotta go?
Why?
You're a 6-year-old.
Okay, so you see, I mean, why?
Yeah.
So it's some negligence going on
Yeah,
somewhere.
somewhere.
Yeah.
So people have to get aware of what's going on within their home. You can't get consumed by work. You can't get consumed by relationships when you have children.
Yeah, you gotta be in their life.
You have to
Got
be.
to.
You have to understand that right now, at this point in your life, these children got to be the biggest thing that's on your agenda because this is our future.
And I think kids these days, man, it's you. I want to. All right, so listen what I'm saying. I want to say it's a little tougher for them nowadays. And the reason I say that because of social media. You got to think back when we were young. We didn't see a lot. We weren't exposed to a lot. You know, I mean, we saw smaller things, but it was more. You know, we played as a group of kids. Y'all go play. Your parents told you go play outside, play all day until the street lights come on. You come home. It was small things, but man, we didn't have all this exposed to the world. These kids exposed to the world with all this internet crap.
The world was here when we were here.
I knew it was here, but we weren't exposed
I
to
mean,
it.
we could have been exposed to it. We could have been exposed to it.
How?
I mean, they could have took us around it. You can find the whole
They
world
couldn't
in
make
a
it off the street.
listen, bro. Okay, I hear you.
I'm
But I'm just saying, you find the whole world, everything that's going on in the world in a block area. If you go to certain neighborhoods,
Mhm.
everything going on in the world ain't nothing new. Nothing new.
No, I ain't saying the new.
I'm not arguing about that, bro. I promise I ain't
You know
arguing
what I'm
about
saying?
that.
They exposed to it at an early
No,
age.
no, they not. The thing is, they're letting us. The parents are letting them be exposed to a lot of things. Our parents didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't that we couldn't be exposed to it.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't. They had more involvement with what we were doing, even after school, this and that. They didn't let us be exposed to it. Your kids watch the internet all the time, but they're not doing what these people are doing. They're exposed to the different things that's going on, but it is guarded because of the love that you give your children.
It's guarded. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you don't guard your child, children are the gold, the oil, the commodity that we have to give forth to the next generation on to come.
Mm-hmm.
This is the jewels, the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to take the kids and we have to treat them like where you put your jewelry. You don't put your jewelry out in the front yard, let it. You take care of your jewelry. You take care of the things you love.
Yeah.
We got to understand that the love for the children also means keeping them or releasing certain things in their mind at certain times.
Mm-hmm.
They're growing up too fast because nobody's guarding them.
Yeah.
Nobody's watching out for them. Nobody's looking out for certain kids. So they're getting exposed to things. We could have been exposed to everything that they're getting exposed to now, but we had parents,
Mm-hmm.
we had people, we had villages that would say we ain't gonna let them. You think the folks that was in our neighborhoods didn't know about all the stuff that's happening now?
Yeah.
The older people, they knew all this stuff.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing new under the sun, right?
Mm-mm.
But they never let us be exposed to it. This is what I see the difference is.
Mm-hmm.
People are trying to give their kids too many. Like I wanted my son to understand who Santa Claus was. You know what I'm saying? Off the top. I wanted him to understand religion as a whole. So I told him the things that I knew,
Mm-hmm.
but I gave him the opportunity to make his own thing.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I dared him to go past certain limits. Now he hard headed. He still did some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's nothing like what I did. So I don't measure his faults or his mistakes on what he's doing. He didn't go as far as I did.
Yeah.
So I changed something in that
Mm-hmm.
because I know it's in it.
Yeah.
All the kids, man. Teach them.
Yeah.
Man, get involved in their life.
Yeah, you got it. Now, I totally agree. I mean, you got to.
I mean,
I mean, it's
because
a must.
yeah, because see, you got parents raising great kids out here, and then you have some kids that's not being raised the same way. If you ain't got time to really do what you know, and you know this,
Mhm.
it's a lot of mentoring programs out here. You know, there's a lot of mentoring programs out here. Heroes in
Mhm.
the Hood is just one. There's a lot of them out here. Carry your kids down.
And what's crazy, bro? It's like yesterday, the day before yesterday, my wife got a letter. With majority of the city schools failing, and it's like that's every year. Damn near every city school, in which when you say city school, I mean we're just gonna be real. Then the black schools they failing.
But the thing about that, and I want to give a shout out to all the teachers,
Yeah,
all the principals that do the best that they can. Teachers can't teach class and social skills at the same time.
and
And
fight
that's,
students.
that's that's
You know,
social skills.
shit, they gotta fight me,
Okay,
motherfucker.
so this is why we want to get people, other people that know understand what going on in these schools to help the teachers can teach a class, but you have to have things to show them how to deal with each other socially. They're socially basically rearing themselves
Hmm.
in a social construct. Okay, and they learning things off of these crazy shows how to deal with each other socially. Okay, so if you're not sitting in the playing social, you say well, go to school and think school gonna be the end all to be all. It's really not happening.
Yeah.
Everything starts from the home.
Man, they flip the script because back when we were growing up, shit. I mean, whatever whatever the teachers told our parents, that's what it was. It wasn't that the parents go there and my son or my daughter said this, you go there finna fight the teacher type stuff. That wasn't going on back nowadays, man. You got your butt whooped. Them teachers had to call your parents, or they had to come get you from the schools. But not like that. It
Well,
ain't
my
like that
mom,
now.
my mom was different. Now if I cut up, she gonna get at me.
Yeah.
But if I did, and I told her that the teacher's not telling the truth, she gonna investigate. She might just not believe me all the time, but she gonna investigate. So she
Hmm.
went and investigated some stuff with the coaches up there one time.
Yeah.
That showed me that she will go and investigate on what I said.
Hmm.
They said one thing, I said another thing. So okay, I get that. Everybody's growing.
Hmm.
Parents, teachers, me, you, everybody's evolving to the next stages of their life. And in order to get and maintain that, you have to learn certain lessons. Okay, the lessons we should be learning now is, in my opinion,
Hmm.
that we are teaching kids is a full-time job. Okay, if you can stay home and teach them, fine. If you can't, find some help.
Yeah.
But you cannot blame. I cannot blame anybody for how little Tim acted when he was in school,
Hmm.
because if I didn't do what I supposed to
Gotcha.
do. Okay. Now if I done raised him right, taught him what I had to teach him, and he makes some mistakes, and me and the teacher talk about it, I said, well, I don't care how well I know him.
Hmm.
See, I know him at home under my tutelage.
Yeah.
I don't know him out in these streets.
We had villages back then too.
I mean, we still got them. We just got to go out and rebuild them, just like any other village that collapse, you rebuild.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I just, a lot of people tend to say, ah, man, back in the day, back in the day. It's still the day. It's still the day. What has changed? Only thing changed is we living in the past. How you think those villages got built back in them days? All them people that know each other when they pulled on them streets. When we moved to Gay City, we didn't know nobody, but it was a village before we left,
All that change, bro.
and because people ain't getting involved,
Right?
people ain't talking to
Kids,
each other.
kids raising kids.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so I mean, that's why when you say it wasn't changed, I mean it's a lot have changed because I made a post yesterday, and I remember saying it's two words people don't use anymore, and it can change everything. We say I'm sorry. Them two words, I'm sorry, will change so much with people Families don't talk because if you feel like somebody wronged you or did wrong or whatever.
I got one word that'll change everything.
What's that?
Therapy.
I mean that.
Go get some therapy. You ain't gotta say you're sorry. Forgive yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To me, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody has a platform they're gonna stand on.
Mm-hmm.
But go talk to some people. It's okay to talk to people. Hell, I went to therapy today. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I always go and try to help myself become more. Since I went through everything I went through, I realized that I have to check on myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I have to check on people. Checking on yourself ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm a certified mental health aid or whatever. I went through these classes, that classes to get to these points.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's classes out there you can take free to understand mental health, to understand what you might be going through. And there's people out there will give you counseling just to sit and talk to somebody. Sometimes you just want to get, and if you don't want to talk to nobody, write it down and put it in a letter form and either burn it or put it in an envelope. Silly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Get it out of your system. I understand that. But once you get out of your system, what you gonna do? That's my question now.
That's the next step.
You got to get involved. Because all you do if you don't get involved is pack that stuff right back in your system. Because you're not moving it. You got to and I'm not a doctor, but I am a doctor, but I ain't a doctor. But if I was a doctor, I'd tell you something. You hear me?
Yeah.
Get involved.
I mean, I watched Ricky Smiley said this when he was talking on that live. He said, "Man, he just want to serve."
That's getting involved.
He want to serve. He wanted to go feed the homeless. He said if he could do it right then, he wanted to go feed the homeless.
Thank you, Ricky. Thank you for saying that because that's all we doing.
Yeah,
it's giving back to our neighborhood. If if you want to grow, it's gonna take all of us.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna be sitting on no island living like my boy Linda was saying, eating grapes. You're gonna take all of us to get out there and work. It's gonna take all of us. I mean, honestly, you know what I'm saying? You might have your moments where you can eat the grapes, but look, all of us got to get out there and put our hands to the grindstone for our neighborhood, for our future, for our kids. Because it's grandmother and them ain't here no more.
Yeah.
Them days ain't here no more.
See, that's why I say stuff done changed.
No, the thing.
Them done changed. I mean, you just said the grandma and them ain't here no more.
So who takes their place?
Nobody taking their place. So that's
I'm taking my place.
Yeah.
My granddaddy place, my grandma, any place I need to take to help move my family forward, and the service I have to do, I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
This is what I'm gonna do. Cause I'm not gonna sit back and let this happen. Cause they didn't, and they went through way more things. Man, listen, oh my Lord.
Yeah.
When we talking about back in, my grandmother was born in 1922. So was my granddad. So they went through Jim Crow. They went through the Black Code. They went through so many different things at that time when it was like you couldn't even walk down the street as a black man.
My granddad was born in 1903.
So somebody got to take charge and say, hey, let's move forward. Let's move forward. I'm up for the challenge. I'm out there as much as I can all the time because this is what we need. This is what I feel we need. So I get involved. I appreciate Ricky saying he want to serve because that's what we need. People who want to serve. And then on that platform, you saying you want to serve. If y'all follow him, just listen to what he say.
He said it yesterday. He said it yesterday on his live. He wanted to go feed the homeless. He said that's my clapback. That's my clapback. He want to feed the homeless.
No. I mean,
you know what? And what's crazy? I told my kids I want to take them down on Christmas morning. You know what I said? I want to take y'all down to the Salvation Army and let's go feed the homeless. You know what I'm saying? And really show you what it's really about. You know,
did y'all do it?
No, we didn't do it.
Why?
That's what I wanted.
Why you didn't do
it? Had some plans, got caught up, had some plans, but that's, you know what?
See, that'd be the thing. You plan and then you don't do it.
Yeah. It was like at the last minute, and I was like, you know what? I need to take y'all down here and let's feed the homeless. This is what we need to do. You know, kind of at last minute, but I definitely been thinking about that, man. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing it.
Well, there's a lot of places down there need help. A lot of cats. Man, when you get to know, like I know some of the homeless cats by name, you know what I'm saying? So I got one cat, man, this is my partner now. This dude the real gangster now. You know what I'm saying? He a disciple, you know what I'm saying? He knew Hoover. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He did something, you know, man, he man, listen, he be telling me, look, don't worry about your car. I got you. And then all he wanted was a pack of cigarettes or something, you know what I'm saying? I keep him a pack of cigarettes and I send he called me little big man. Little big man. Yeah. And we sit and kick it. You know, we don't sit down and kick, but we like, you know what I'm saying, we right there. And they all up and down the street. Some of them guys have so much talent. Yeah. Carpentry, masonry, mechanic. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about. Matter of fact, I went to a meeting yesterday about the homeless situation in Birmingham. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Well, what can we do about it? So, you know, it's getting involved. You know what I'm saying? It's making leeway. And then I got places that you can go outside of Birmingham. If you really need places to stay, if you're really trying to change your life, especially if you're dealing with any type of narcotic or anything like that, we got places that we can send you that's not even in Birmingham that can help you get back on your feet. So if you out here and you need some help, and you seeing this, or you see somebody after you see it that might need help, you know what I'm saying? Call OAA. That's what you do, and then we'll go from there.
Shit. Look, so today, February 1st, so we all know it's what, Black History Month, right?
All right, Black History, goddamn life.
I know. We on holidays and all that, so we get it.
Oh, they on that.
Yeah.
I'm not on that. I do Black History every day of my life.
Not every day.
Every day. That's all I've been all my life.
Yeah.
Black.
Yeah.
You have to understand your history and understand how to deal with these folks that have us in their ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? So I think, man, like I learn so much daily about us every day. Mm-hmm. So Black History is just like what they call Black History Month is a farce to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To me. Yeah. But you know, I get it.
Give a couple of shout outs, man. Look, I want to give a shout out to Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs for making the Super Bowl.
Yeah, two black quarterbacks.
Exactly. See, we just made history. That's the first time ever two black quarterbacks, two Afro-American quarterbacks going to start in the Super Bowl. So we know we're going to get at least one winner. We're going to get one, right? All right. So I want to give a shout out to him. So I want to give a special shout out to Jalen Hurts, man. Look, and the reason I say this, I sat and watched that dude journey, man. And it's crazy. So I congratulated this dude the other day on Facebook, Monday morning. So I congratulated him for making the Super Bowl. But by me saying Oklahoma quarterback, the Alabama fans got mad.
Man, you know what you do. You know exactly what you doing. Don't come with that bug. You know exactly what you were doing when you did that. You wanted to rile them folks up. Look, you be wanting to rile them folks up.
But it's crazy.
But why you want to rile them folks up?
No, but it's crazy. That's what's crazy. Like they got mad.
Like, it is crazy.
Cause y'all threw them away. I mean, to watch that dude journey, because this how it was. This is what I'm watching. Dude played a true freshman at Alabama.
Right.
All right. I think they said no freshman quarterback ever started at Alabama. Mm-hmm. The dude the first, he was black. Plus, he took him to a championship.
Right.
Lost one, won one.
And came off the bench.
Yeah.
And won one.
Yeah. And so I think he made the third one, but they benched him in that Georgia game.
Who they benched?
Tua came in and took his place.
No, when he lost, then he came back in the next year and took Tua place, right?
No.
So he didn't ever take Tua place.
No, he came in a game. I think Tua got hurt. Might have been the LSU game or Tennessee.
Won the championship.
They won the championship.
Okay.
Tua came and took his place against Georgia.
Okay.
Right? And threw the touchdown pass and win.
Right.
So I said I said, when they bench this guy, they got to have 2 losses out of 2-3 years.
Right.
2 losses. Was winning. And won a championship. I've never seen guys get benched like that. They kept saying he can't throw. They made their excuse to bench him. Well, he can't throw. Well, hell, the man just made it to a Super Bowl.
But let me ask you something. What were the Alabama fans saying when they bench took him and put two in? Were they?
They was with it.
They with.
They majority. I ain't gonna say everybody. I'm not finna say everybody. Majority, everybody was pushing for Tua to come in himself.
Okay.
They was pushing for Jalen Hurts to get benched.
Didn't Jalen Hurts still stay with the team after that? They helped Tua.
He stayed on. So he graduated within 3 years of Alabama. He left and went to Oklahoma his last year, the 4th year. And he did pretty good. Did Jalen win Heisman?
He didn't never win the Heisman.
Jalen win Heisman?
I don't believe he won the Heisman. I don't know.
Okay.
I ain't no Alabama fan, so I don't know.
But
Alabama fan, did Jalen win the Heisman?
Yeah, chime in.
I mean,
went to Oklahoma and did pretty good.
What y'all feel about Jalen? Y'all really think Jalen need to be called an Alabama quarterback? I'm just asking.
But see, this is what they're gonna tell you because they rag shit out of me.
What they say?
Well, he went there for 3 years. He graduated. He got his degree from Alabama.
Oh, so he's an Alabama alumni.
Yeah, but he's an Oklahoma alumni too.
Oh, of course.
I mean, shit, he went and played Oklahoma. So they was like, well, he only played 10 games at Oklahoma. I said, okay. Well, the wide receiver that left Ohio State after 3
run up
for the Heisman. Gotcha.
Okay.
So I said, well, the wide receiver that left Ohio State.
University of Oklahoma.
He was the runner for Heisman for the University of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oh, ain't that
Look, and then go check out his rookie card. His rookie card ain't got number Oklahoma.
His rookie card.
Okay,
so that kid it.
Ain't got number Oklahoma.
Regardless of what Alabama fans say, Jalen say he's an Oklahoma man.
Look, they're gonna
say
he graduating and he played.
What did Jalen say?
They say Jalen always say he built by Bama and all this. I saw the perfect. Tracy Reed said he's built by his mom and dad.
Exactly.
Said nobody giving his mom and dad a great job, and nobody's talking about how his dad was his coach all his life. Nobody's talking.
Okay, so that's where it come from. It come from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He had it when he got there.
Yeah, his dad was coach.
The integrity that young man held,
man,
when they played him, when they tried to play him out of his spot,
he never fussed about
that integrity. You know, one thing I will say now, you know, I'm not an Alabama fan, but Alabama fans don't have that type of integrity. Mm-hmm. They will cuss your ass out. Fuck you. Why you ain't let me play?
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that.
No.
So it's a different type of integrity that coming there. That wasn't built by Bama. Yeah. I'm sorry to say that, but it wasn't.
Yeah. So, you know, I just saw what he went through, and I just like everybody don't hold like that. Motherfucker, you know, you'll get discouraged. I know. If it was me, I probably got discouraged. I mean, I did in college myself. Shit, you get discouraged. That man, you know, if he did it, he never showed it to the world. Put it like that.
Yeah.
He kept it in-house.
He put it where it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
In his business.
Exactly.
You know, so I'm just saying, if the rookie card of Jalen Hurts of Philadelphia Eagles say he's an Oklahoma graduate, that's what he chose. Now, you know, he politicking saying, you know, both of them, okay?
Yeah.
Because that's all about his brand. You know what I'm saying? But the real is the real.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So Alabama fans, you know, I know it. I know.
And then, so I definitely want to give another shout out to. I want to congratulate Nicole Lynn. Right, Nicole Lynn. She's the first black woman to be an agent. She's also Jalen Hurts' agent. So she's the first black woman to ever have a Super Bowl quarterback being the agent of a Super Bowl quarterback. She's the first black.
Oh, that's great.
Right? And also, she's the first black agent to represent an NFL player. She represented Quentin Williams out of Birmingham, Alabama. He went number 3 in the draft a couple years ago. He played at Alabama, but he went to Winona.
Okay.
Quentin Williams. He got a brother, too. She's his agent.
Okay.
And so also,
she need to hook up with our partner step by step.
Yeah, I mean, she's doing big things, man. 50 Cent to reach out to her. They talking about making a movie on her life.
Okay.
Doing a little 8 series, little doc series.
That's great. Now, congratulations,
Nicole Lynn, man. Nicole, if y'all don't know, go check out. Look, doing big things, bro.
Yeah. And then we got our we want to always give thanks to our unsung heroes, the
Yeah.
people we have been having on our podcast, the guests,
Mhm.
all our guests in Black history. They're making moves. You might not read about them today, but you will read about them in the future. These
Yeah.
same people, okay?
Yeah.
So I want to give a shout out and thanks to all the guests we've had over the past years, man. I want to give y'all a hand.
All right. So we
I ain't gonna try to call all y'all names,
Yeah.
but
They know.
hey, y'all know.
Yeah.
Y'all know and keep doing what you're doing because they still out here. We still doing these things. We still making moves. You know what I'm saying? I went to some more classes to learn different things that we could do about the show.
Mhm.
You know, and I just got some questions. I want to ask if you're a frequent follower of this show, I'd like to know what you get out of it. What is it that brings you back?
Yeah.
You know, and so we can continue to give you that. I want to understand what do we need to do to be more inclusive in how we do what we do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? These are the type of things that I'm trying to figure out so we can bring you a better content, better character. What you want to hear. Lately, we talk about the things that we talk about, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But we really, really want to get into the point where, we want to talk about some of the ideas and some of the content that you want to look at. All I say is start sending us content into our page now, what you want to talk about, and then we'll go into it. And if you want to talk about it before Wednesday, we're gonna start a couple new shows as far as what I'm saying. Just let's talk for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It might not be long, just be a second. As we answer questions, we're gonna answer them live from where we at. Either Linda gonna answer them or I'm gonna answer them. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go from there. So basically just start putting your question out there and we're gonna start giving you the answers that we have that you want to hear from us. Always remember, we're here for you.
And then I want to give another congratulations to D'Amico Rhines. All right, we got another black head coach. He just got the head coaching job for Houston, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So he went back to where he played. He played NFL ball there for a couple of years. D'Amico is out of Bethel. Played at Jesselyn near high school. I know that Alabama fan love this. He played at Alabama. Woo! They want to claim.
Yeah, they can. That's
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
He truly y'all, but the other one,
Yeah.
he got y'all. He there, but he
So,
y'all.
I remember going to watch D'Amico Ryan in high school. He was a beast at Jesselyn near. I watched him in high school. Went to a game. Went out to Stitch Snyder Stadium. So this guy had the number one defense this year for the San Francisco 49ers. He was the defensive coordinator. I want to say he had the best defense for the last 2 or 3 years, but it's well deserved. He got a 6-year deal. The only
Well,
one,
that don't mean nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
don't,
the only thing that I was getting at, the only thing I hate about this, he went to the Houston Texans, which is one of the sorriest teams in the league. And they just fired another black coach. He just take another black coach place, fit in the spot. So I
How
hope
long that other black coach been on?
1 year.
love it.
Lovie Smith.
Oh, they only give him a
They
year.
gave him 1 year. And that's the only thing. I hope they give him time to build. Give these coaches time to build. They can't just come in here and just do magic.
Listen.
I know that.
You done took one, like it's certain slots we got now. So I'm just saying, you take one out, we got to put one back there.
That's all they did.
Man, really,
That's
all these head coaching potential folks out here.
Yeah,
and I'm seeing coaches that go into these different teams that stack, making themselves head coaches, and they ain't never played a down of football.
Ain't never coached.
I mean,
look, they gave one head coach job to a dude they never coached a day in his life. They took him off TV.
Well, at least he played football.
He played it, but I mean, he never coached it. How you go to a head coaching job?
But he was a center. You got to look at that shit. Yeah. Center on the offensive thing is just as important as the quarterback in the pro. He got to call the blocks and all that. I get that. I understand. I don't rock with that, but that's how they can justify it.
Yeah.
That's how they would justify it. I'm saying that why do we take one black man, move and put another in there instead of sliding him into another team?
Well, that's how they do the black quarterbacks too. They stack them up on the same team. They put you. They hide instead of spread them out throughout the league. Being backups on 32 teams, they put 2 and 3 on one team. And so
I got a rant when you get through.
Okay, and so the thing I'm looking at. One more. It's Eric Bieniemy. He's the offense coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs. He done been to, they in the Super Bowl. He been to the Super Bowl. This is the third time in 5 years they went to the Super Bowl. He the offense coordinator, right? Patrick Mahomes. He coached Patrick Mahomes. Why is this dude not getting a head coach?
Maybe you don't want to go.
Yes, he do. I mean, it's been talked about for the last 3-4 years.
So he want to go and they don't want.
This what they saying. Everybody know he called a play. Oh, he's up on Andy Reid.
Well, Andy Reid don't want to go.
Andy Reid put him out there. They just, I don't know. This dude don't get. Now he might. I mean, they're in the Super Bowl, so they can't do no talk with him until afterwards. So he might, with the pressure on him, especially if they win the Super Bowl, because he already won one. He'd been. This is third one. He won one, lost one, and he ain't back again out of 5 years. And this guy ain't got a head coach job.
I mean, is he complaining about it or something?
I want to say he know he can't just come out and complain like on
I mean,
camera.
damn that.
I mean, it's been talked about for the last 3-4 years.
Have he said anything? That's what I'm trying to figure.
No, it ain't.
So if he ain't got balls enough to say what he want to say, then why would I hire him? I mean, what you scared of? That's how I'm trying to figure out. Your resume done screwed itself, so maybe he just want to be there. That's how I'm thinking. And then maybe he just scared to say, I don't know. But anyway, my thing is, my rant right here is, all these quarterbacks out here, they ain't worth a damn, and Cam Newton sitting in that house. I don't understand that. And I know y'all Alabama fans don't like him because of what he did to you. I understand.
I mean, prime example, when Westland got hurt for the 49ers, they had to go to their third string quarterback because Brock Purdy was the second string quarterback. He got hurt like the third play of the game in that game.
I don't understand why Cam Newton. Cam, if you hear me, my nigga, I'm with you.
Oh, Cam talks about it though.
I just can't. I know he be on his podcast. Freaking Friday. Yeah. My nigga, call me on that. We'll talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Cause man, I don't understand this. Why they still hating on Cam?
I totally agree.
I don't get that, man.
Cause he got his own.
Cause he his own person.
Yeah.
If we gonna let them diagnose and tell us who we can be in these places, then what?
Chad Johnson talked about that on the show.
We don't even need to be playing. Why don't we have our own league?
Yeah.
Let's get our own team. Let's get our own league. Cause if I can't be me, then who I'm gonna be?
That's what Chad Johnson talked about. He talked about them saying, he said, man, I'm gonna be me. These people they want you to conform to how they want you to play, and it's certain things they don't want you to do. He said, but I can only be me.
See, and that's my thing with this. The revolution will not be televised. Understand that? You know what I'm saying? I understand that. Because these guys are revolutionary people, and there's no telling what they're not conforming to, which got them not being able to play the sport that they love. But God has given them other opportunities. Mm-hmm. So I'm peaceful with that. Mm-hmm. But when I know that it's a quarterback out here that can do everything needed to be done, stop, man.
Yeah.
Stop.
I mean, I'm telling you, Chad.
Then you got problem with how you have a problem with Lamar Jackson. What? And
I hope they do Lamar right. I really hope they do him right.
I hope so too, because this is a phenomenal kid, man.
Yeah, I hope they do him right because
they don't make no sense to even treat these kids like they're treating by this little money.
To go out there and play and put yourself on the line, because they put their life on the line playing NFL football. Putting their life on the line.
I would love to start our own BFL. What is it? NFL?
Yeah.
BFL, yeah. BFL. Yeah. I would love the BFL to be put together. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When I get my money together, I'm talking about I will start my own first BFL football league. Mm-hmm. Okay. And we'll go from there. Because I don't see why a lot of this stuff that goes on is happening.
It's crazy. But you know what's crazy about it? It's on their stuff. Like the NFL is theirs. And so they do us and treat us however they want to do it.
It's theirs because we allow it.
Exactly. But how can it be? I know they own it and they got the money.
Don't go to work.
If the NFL is made up over 70% black,
don't
what we
go
talking
to
about?
work.
What we talking about?
If you don't go to work, they will talk to you about something.
Because ain't no money being made. Who come? Look, they've been talking about this the last couple of days. Not Michael Jordan. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Kevin Durant. They be sitting out, and they be paying their money to go come watch them play. And they were like, so if they're not playing, ain't no butts in the seats. Who come to see dudes off the bench play?
My thing is, why do we have to show up 82 damn games?
Dude, they trying to make it more.
I mean,
like they did NFL. They went up 17 games on the NFL.
I mean, 82 games at that level of intensive physical activity.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pressure on anybody. Okay, we have to start loving ourselves enough to say no.
Mm-hmm.
We have to.
They took the NFL up, dog, to 17 games plus preseason, plus playoffs, plus Super Bowl.
We have to learn to love ourselves enough to say we're not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna go for that. Before we go for it, we'll do something different.
Mm-hmm.
Once you can make stands like that in these money sports and these money games, whatever they do, even in the streets, we're not gonna hurt. We're not gonna harm our neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna put bullets in people because we want what they have. We're gonna get our own.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna beef on social media about something that is so asinine and end up killing somebody because of social media. Because this stuff that you don't know how to work through. Work through your problems or get some therapy to work through it. We have to change who we are. I'm changing me. Can you change you?
I got you. I'm gonna do my rant. Before I do the little rant, I want to give a shout out to the people that were throwing personal jabs Monday too. I did see the jabs.
Talk about it then. Talk about it.
I saw personal jabs.
What they get personal for?
I don't know. I just put up about the dude congratulating.
Now they hating you.
They went personal. Started doing I saw the little subliminals. You know, I can read between the lines, but it's good. I mean, it's cool.
Call them out, goddammit. Man, listen.
It's all good. It's all good. I saw it. But my rant is, look, and I was talking to my wife the other day. I said, baby, yesterday, I said, why black folks love chicken? Why we don't have black-owned restaurant chicken joints in the hoods or whatever? Why it's owned by other people? So I went to I think a black-owned chicken joint. I went and ordered some chicken. They told me 20 minutes because we wanted fried hard. It took 45 for the chicken to come up. And I came and got in the car. I told my wife, now I see why. I'm not going to call the name of the place, but we got to do better. It don't take 40 minutes to cook chicken. I can cook a whole damn chicken in 40 minutes. I'm just saying.
But were you the only order they were doing?
I mean, shit. I mean, it don't take 40. People came after me and got their chicken. It don't take 40 minutes to cook.
And that I feel that because it doesn't. It doesn't. So,
and now I understand why.
So you're saying that we want to patronize our own, but we need to do better.
We just got to do better. That's why I say I'm not gonna call them name on there.
So we got to do better.
We got to do better,
folks. Yeah. If you're a black business owner,
do better.
Let's do better. Let's do better. Let's handle our business a little better. But at the same time, let's recognize the real customers.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do better. Let's do better as a people. Let's do better as a community. I'm gonna do better as me. What about you?
You know, me too. I'm gonna go back to this place. Now I'm not gonna do like everybody else, talk about them, you know, and put them on social media and dog them out. I ain't going back because we go back to the other places that don't do us right. Exactly. We go right back to them.
Oh, let me give a shout out to my nephew. I went to eat at his the little restaurant he works at, Cabo.
All right.
And look, I mean, good food, fresh.
Good food, bro.
It will have you using the bathroom very frequently. Okay, so
it's
be prepared because it's full of healthy minerals and byproducts or whatever they is. But yeah, I just want to give a shout out to that.
Okay, look, I see you, Alien. Allen said, we do not have a system in place when you are trying to compete.
let's get one built.
Yeah, we need to get
I mean, we got enough people in this world as far as, you know what I'm saying, what type of money, and let's make them come out. If they don't come out, I just believe that we can do whatever we want to do.
We can.
That's just my belief, and I might die believing that, and people might say he was a fool for believing that, but I believe in us. I really believe that we can do it because I've been through a lot of things just by believing that it could happen. It happened.
Shit, we can be like the Bullets. You know, they didn't think we have a black president. The Bullet owes to that clap, he know the clap for. He finally seen a black president.
Okay, so
it can be done.
Let's just focus on doing it.
Look, man, we about to get out of here, man. We appreciate everybody following us. We appreciate y'all coming on, man. Thank y'all for giving us y'all
and
time.
like and share, man. Like and share on YouTube. Like and share on Facebook.
Yeah.
We're finna bring in our Instagram and our Twitter. I believe it's Twitter, whatever it is.
Spotify, we're
gonna go and get into all that. But right now, you know, at this beginning, these first couple of years, we were just mainly focusing on community. It wasn't really about money. It wasn't really about notoriety. What we were focused on is about what we need as a community and as family. We're focusing more on family, focusing more on enlightening each other and moving forward. So, I mean, now we finna step out into, because we've been getting a lot of calls from different people, different entities, want to bring us into a fold. So we finna move it up a little bit and get a little more, but we still gonna be neighborhood bound. But send us what you want to hear from us, what you think, and we can start putting the shows on more of that tip. And y'all, we want y'all to come on and grow along with us. Thank you.
And we out, man. We love y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Feel it. Yeah, the hunt is on. Every step I take is with my gauge. I'm selling dope. I can't live on fucking minimum wage. A young black man, now you know what that means, G. A hard life, and ain't nobody hiring me. Too black, too strong for this fucking little system, man. No Uncle Tom, so I'm fucking up that little plan. So fucking scared that I might just up and retaliate. You ask me